What's good, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening. So, Katt Williams sat down with a reporter from Vulture magazine, and he was talking about how during his time on Club Shay Shay at the beginning of this year, his end goal was to essentially dead the careers of comedians that he was roasting and talking about. Let you guys hear this clip from Katt himself.
Club Shay Shay, yeah. I was trying to do something there that hadn't been done. I thought that I had figured out the algorithm mathematically, and I thought that I could show that. And when I wrote it out to kill the careers of the people I was talking about, right? But it was so vicious that I erased all of the knockout blows and just left the jabs so that the comic I'm talking about knows that I know your real story, motherfucker. I'm going to tell this, but you know what else I know. So, yeah, I was...
Do you want to tell any of those stories now?
Well, I'm saying...
That is hilarious. I mean, I don't blame him for trying, right? Shoot your shot. So, that interview at the beginning of this year, when he said that, it's up for everybody in 2024, when I tell you it's almost Thanksgiving and 2024 has not let her foot up off our neck. I mean, every single month it was something, okay? And then he called out Diddy specifically, and we know where Diddy is behind bars where he needs to stay, okay? But Katt Williams, he came for the comedians. He came for Rickey Smiley. He came for Cedric the Entertainer, said he looked like a walrus. And he was talking about Rickey Smiley wearing that dress. He was talking about Kevin Hart. I mean, called him an industry plant. He was going in on just, so many of his peers. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Because when he said that Steve Harvey looked like a baked potato that don't talk good, okie dokie, he was trying to steal that part from Bernie Mac in Ocean's 11. That was grimy. I didn't know that. But Katt Williams, he stood 10 toes down on business because, again, all those comedians that came out after the interview that broke the internet, not one person said what Katt Williams said was not true or what Katt Williams said did not happen. None of them said that. Not one person. And I did feel bad a little bit for Rickey Smiley because I know that he lost his son, Brandon. I did a video about, Brandon. May he rest in peace. And I know that, Rickey's going through a whole lot. But Katt was basically bringing him up to say that, he was offered roles where he had to wear a dress and he turned them down. And he was also talking about the Friday After Next, where Rickey was saying how he was supposed to play Money Mike. I don't think Rickey could have pulled off Money Mike as well as Katt. I wasn't familiar with Katt Williams and his work before Friday After Next. I feel like that was his introduction to a lot of people, myself included. I know when he first came on the scene on Comic View, and I was real little when Comic View came out, but he went by the name Cat in the Hat, and then he had to change it, I think, for legal purposes or trademark purposes. But yeah, like Katt Williams is someone who is just this truth teller, Like I love the way that he tells stories, but also the way that he just stands on business. He was like, did he be wanting to party? You got to tell him no. And this was in January. I'm thinking, how did he know that September 16th that Diddy was going to be locked up? That's crazy. I would love, and this is just me, I would love if he went back on Club Shay Shay every New Year's and kicked it off like Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. they did their own they did their own like New Year's Eve special, New Year's special. Or you know what? Forget Club Shay Shay. Cat, come on my platform. Come on Aces Style. Right, once a year, every New Year's. But no, that would be amazing because I feel like he just, let us know what we could expect for the new year. He set us up for everybody. And listen, people have been just going down one by one, like dominoes. Like, dang, how did he know? So during this interview, he also had smoke for Saturday Night Live. And I'll let you hear this clip as well. Shout out to The Art of Dialogue.
There has never been a person that has been parodied 9 times on Saturday Night Live and yet never been invited other than me. So I, at this point, take it as a badge of honor that they don't fuck with me.
In general, what do you think of impressions of you? Is there an impression of you that you like?
A lot of times when people are doing an impression of you, they're really showing you how they feel about you. You know what I mean? So for Saturday Night Live to have an impression of me and have a woman do that means they think I'm a bitch. And I understand that that's what they're saying when they do that, So, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. I understand how the game goes, and I understand that if you love me, I know why you do. And if you don't fuck with me, I understand why. My job is to be worthy.
That is interesting that he's never been invited to Saturday Night Live to, be to be a host. And you would think after the popularity that he gained from the interview from Club Shay Shay that he would at least be invited. And he's been parodied 9 times. Cat, no, I don't even remember. I need to start watching Saturday Night Live more. Usually I just, catch the clips on social media, on my news feed. But Cat keeps his ear to the street. I feel like he just knows everything. Although I guess if you were parodied on Saturday Night Live, your friends and your loved ones would let you know as well. But they should invite him on to the show. You know what I mean? And I feel like, well, with the women parodying him, Cat, he is a smaller man. And I don't know. I guess he has inside information that I don't know. So if he feels like Lorne Michaels is, calling him a B and taking shots, then he might know the comedic game a little bit better than me. Because I feel like they did that with The View as well. All of the co-hosts that they parodied for The View were all men for a while until they hired, I think, like Leslie Jones to play Whoopi Goldberg, but she was always played by a man, and so was Joy Behar. And they used to talk about that, like, why is it always that men are, parodying us and not women? But they didn't have a lot of female comedians back then, especially not Black women. So the fact that they have Ego now is extraordinary. It took a while. I think when Kerry Washington was on Saturday Night Live, she had to host and do all of the skits, but she was the only. There weren't any Black women comedians on Saturday Night Live when she was there as a host, and she pointed it out. So I think that's when they started hiring Black women. But anyway, I just thought that was really interesting. Katt Williams, like I said, he's a masterful storyteller. I love hearing, how his brain works and just hearing things from him because he's a truth teller. He definitely tells the truth. He exposed Hollywood wide open, which again, shout out to my man here. He's like, you have any stories, right, about any comedians? Because, he wanted those clicks and views. I'm not mad at it. But yeah, I would love to hear more about what those inside, although again, if they were vicious and like that, I don't want anybody's career to end. So if they were that bad, then I'm glad that, Katt toned it down. And that's crazy that the interview he did at Club Shay Shay was toned down because, Shannon Sharpe, he was like, man, I don't think we should let you drink anymore. And Katt was like, well, I'm not being fueled by alcohol. The truth doesn't need to hide. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to you guys, those clips. I thought that was really interesting. And Katt's one of my favorite comedians. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.